Good morning, my people.
Can I have the keys for the baby formula, please?
I'm talking to you live from the fucking supermarket. I barely sleep, and I wanted to do a couple of videos today. I've been lacking, man. I've been lacking big time. Fucking but I wanted to do a couple of videos today.
Mashed potatoes are made with
Hold
real
on.
milk, butter, and potatoes. Once your family tries them, it'll be love at first.
Regarding my fight reactions yesterday. There was a few fights. Warrington Frampton, the Charlo brothers, Tony Harrison. I forget the other guy's name that they fought. The replacement guy, Russian. If you guys can't peep, I'm actually speaking to you guys live from the supermarket because fucking I gotta pick up some garbage bags for this house that I'm buying, and some candy canes to make some fucking milkshakes for Christmas. There was some other shit I think I needed too. Maybe toilet paper? Who knows? But that's why my thumbnail had the picture of a paper product. But regardless though, if you hear like this shitty music that you're hearing up above, you'll have to excuse me. But I won't have time to do a video until later. And I think later on when I do get a chance to make a video, I'm gonna be doing it with my homeboy, Laws Dawkins. Make sure you subscribe to Laws Dawkins too. LOZZDAWKINS. But I wanted to give my fight reactions. The thing that everybody else is talking about, and I'm leaning on my fucking shopping cart. That's why I look creepy. It looks pretty stable. Fucking But everybody was talking about the Jermell Charlo decision with him getting jerked against Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison, some of y'all may not know, is fucking dope, bro. Tony Harrison's a great fighter. Now I'm looking at this coupon for hummus. But Tony Harrison, he's an ill fighter, man. And I gave Jermell props to taking that fight. Tony Harrison, in his losses, I think he's fought Hurd, but he ain't fighting no clowns, bro. Like fucking, he's with it. Like when you fight dudes like that, I mean, it hardens you and it preps you for these big challenges like that. And I don't think Tony Harrison won at all. I had it scored 8-4. Full disclosure, like I always say, I watched all of these fights after they happened because I was fucking knocked the hell out during most of the fights. I was actually on somebody else's stream or watching somebody else's stream for the first time. Michael Johnson, make sure you subscribe to him because he's fucking very insightful, funny, and he knows his stuff, mature. But I was listening to his stream and I was eating a bowl of soup and responding at the same time. And before that, I had drank in some Patron cafe so I could go to sleep because I work at night and I didn't want to be woken up. And that shit gave me like the worst allergic reaction ever. Needless to say, I slept through all that shit, like through every fight. I wanted to watch some football too. Didn't get a chance to do that, but I needed that. Fucking so I'm gonna have all the vigor in the world. Something got stuck in my shopping cart. I'm gonna have all the vigor in the world to watch football later on, and hold on, I gotta get some coffee. I'm gonna have all the vigor in the world to watch football later on and hopefully do some more videos. But I just wanted to give my live reactions because I don't even think I want to make like a video besides a live chat talking about the decision so much because I think it's gonna be overdone, and I think people's reaction to it's a tad obtuse. And I say it's obtuse in the sense that, yeah, Jermell Charlo certainly got jerked. 100%. Like I said, I had the fight scored 8-4. He was chasing Tony Harrison throughout the fight, 100%. He was engaging Tony Harrison way more than Tony Harrison was only engaging him with jabs and check lefts when he would get caught. So like Jermell Charlo would chase him around, and when Tony Harrison had nowhere to go, in the spirit of creating space, he would hit him with jabs and with check lefts. I don't think I seen one fucking combination from Tony Harrison. I'm trying to remember if I did or not. If I did, correct me if I'm wrong. But and if anybody's saying anything on live chat, I can't see it, bro, because I'm navigating the shopping cart. But I don't think I saw Tony Harrison do any combinations once. But Tony Harrison was doing dope work. Not enough to win rounds. Like the rounds I gave him were like the obvious ones, like 2-11, and even those weren't like obvious like that. Like they were just rounds that I saw that he caught he caught Jermell with a good shot. Sometimes he would not wobble him. You could tell he hurt him pretty much. So I thought I was blessing him as far as rounds go, because the commentators, that's another thing too, like they were a little bit biased, I thought, in their coverage. I think you're gonna see that with every network now. That's the new trend. So I was sort of like thinking that I was hooking up Harrison with rounds, but I still had it 10-4, and so that decision was all the way bullshit. Jermell was chasing him around the whole time, but I was getting pissed off at Jermell too, because he fucking I understand that you got to chase somebody around, but you got to cut off the ring too, man. Like, you got to slow that man down. And Tony Harrison had a rep for slowing down, but I for some reason, man, I was getting the inclination, bloosh, buy one get one free, bang. I was getting the inclination that he wasn't gonna slow down, because in all these other fights, he's getting hampered, he's getting fucking touched up, and then in the later rounds, especially after like round 8, he significantly slows down. He wasn't getting touched up at all, I thought. I mean, he was getting touched up, but it was these short little spurts. Damn, this music's fucking gay, bro. And it's loud too. But he was, so in that fight he didn't slow down, and they gave him that victory. That shit was, I'm not gonna say, oh, I see it, or like to play devil's advocate in that sense. I was just sort of pissed that the decision went that way for sure. But I was also pissed that Jermell got to put like his tools together. Cutting off the ring is I used to see fighters do that shit like a lot more than what I'm seeing with these young cats. Like, their cutoff game is really weak unless they know they can't get hurt. And I thought he should have like tried to at least somewhat try to. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna say I thought he should have tried to walk him down, because he was chasing him around the whole night. But his cutoff game was kind of weak. Cutoff game was very weak yesterday. The fuck is this? Butcher's Block Bone, nasty motherfuckers. But so yeah, I'm not gonna be in an uproar with that. Nah, you good, fam? I'm going this way. Happy holidays. Fucking I'm not gonna say that I've seen, and the thing is too, what I wanted to make. I wouldn't let fucking keep cutting me off, man, with these goddamn announcements. But I've seen like way worse decisions than that in the past, and it doesn't make this one right. But I just don't like to make it seem that just because I witnessed something, that I'm at the helm of like seeing some sort of historic shit. I've seen some historic jerks, some historic fucking jerk jobs done in boxing in the past. I'm trying to fucking put some water into my cart. Give me 1 second. I wish Yeah, the fucking Deer Park 3 for 8 pop. Love the supermarket. Yeah, every time I come to Jersey, I come in here because they don't charge taxes, these motherfuckers, and they be having good sales too. Fucking weak. But I'm trying to think what else. There was something else I wanted to allude to the fight, and I hope that they do fight again. Um, it was sort of funny when they had like that post fight. I love post fights, man. I love ring walk-ins, and I love post fights almost as much as I like fights. And in the post fight, it was funny when Jamel Charlo like said something like Tony Harrison like told him that he lost the fight or something like that, and Tony Harris was like, no, I didn't, like, you know. Then Tony Harris had like a piece of glasses on, like, and it was like those corny orange glasses, like the ones you get at the gas station. Like, my man, like, why you rocking a piece of glasses, bro? Like, just fucking, you're not like impressing nobody like by wearing a chunk of glasses like fucking post fight, bro. I thought he was rocking a monocle at first. But I hope they get that fight going again, man. I hope some whole shit doesn't happen on like Jamel Hurd's part, where he tries to like rush a fight with Harrison now, which I don't think is gonna happen. Like, hopefully the PBC guys stop that from if that's you know, maybe Eddie Hearn try to weasel his way into something like that happening. Who knows? I don't, you know, trust no one. But what else? The other Charlo brother fight, man. I forgot the guy's name that he was fighting. It's mad early. But that fight was pretty close. Some people like, oh, you know, he got that Jamel. They gave Jamal Charlo the victory undeservingly. Nah, I thought the fight was really close though. I thought he separated himself in the 12th round so that he could win the fight or edge out the fight. But sometimes, yo, these like the Charlos, man, they gotta really distinguish themselves, whether it be with calling out dudes and their performance. Because sometimes, man, like you know, like they don't have holes, but like they don't really like put out like it seems like maximum effort every fight. And not only in the sense of like, you know, getting their fight game together. I'm gonna go to the baby house, so like these motherfuckers who work at the store like stay out of my way. But not only in the sense of like their performance, because I think like they can't be like, they're kind of like at the level of unfuckwittable, but also in the sense of you know, people like knockouts and shit like that, you know, like fair weather fans. You gotta like it goes into your sellability, I guess. The other fights, I watched Frampton Warrington. I mean, Warrington and like I think Warrington's like a little bit better version of like Frampton. Kind of like I mean, they're alright, bro. Like, but they're I just don't like watching little guys fight like that no more, man. Like it's just like you barely see knockouts. These dudes are like fucking throwing like chairs at each other, like, and it's just like it's not realistic, bro. I would never like walk around like the hood like with a guy that weighs 126 pounds, bro. Like you gotta understand, man. Like in the span of your day, if you see somebody that weighs 126 pounds, you're gonna be like, this dude's a fucking roach, bro. You don't see, like, it's like unrealistic. So anyways, I watched the fight. Warrington did win. Fucking he hurt Frampton like 4 times. I just think that they're not like Warrington and Frampton, like they both, like when they want to put on like a high output, like they stand with their feet like wide apart. Fucking it's just, I mean, and those fights have a lot of action, but it's just not my steez. I mean, I wish that one of them, anybody, god damn it, fight Guillermo Rigondeaux. Like Guillermo Rigondeaux, he's getting jerked on all ends, man. Even in the fight with Lomachenko, he got jerked in the sense that people like think that he, like, Loma was like steady schooling him. Look what somebody wrote on this thing. I'm watching it. But Yo, Laws, what up? Pick me up some. Yeah, man, I gotta stop drinking beer, bro. 'Cause I'm starting to get a little fucking gut, man. I don't know what kind of brew you drink, Lowe's Dizzle. I drink this a brand called Spaten, Spaten. But I gotta chill with that shit, bro. But I wish somebody would give any one of those dudes that would give Rigondeaux a chance. And I know it's like redundant from like as far as like LDBC talk, but it's true, man. Like Rigondeaux would eat all those dudes up. And the thing is too, like if they're gonna fight this fucking Mexican cat's name that's part of PVC. Not Valdez. Whoever the Dela Cruz, whatever, I don't know. But he's the same shit. He's just like a skinnier version of like these like dudes that are just like massive output, fucking shitty technique. Except that sometimes I forget his name, bro. Fucking cause I don't fuck with these lower divisions no more like that. But it's just like very predictable these fights, man. It's like the it's not worth watching, basically, bro. I was playing like fucking a game on my phone. Sorry, getting. Oh yeah, Leo Santa. Look, thanks for the assist, Los D. Yeah, Leo Santa Cruz is just the basic. Is a same thing as. To me, he's not much better than Frampton and or Warrington. I think Warrington's actually a little better than him, to be frank. He just has height on Warrington. And if he wanted to, he could utilize the outside game. If he wanted to, he barely does. And it's just kind of boring, like when those fights like don't result in knockouts to me. That's just me. I mean, like some people say, "Oh, that's still just boxing." If it's just boxing, bro, I'd watch every fucking match, bro. I don't got time for all that shit, man. I like Premier Boxing, and I definitely don't like fucking ticks fighting each other or ticks against ants. Sorry about that. My wife texted me. I also watched the Dillian White with Chisora fight, and I hate to say it was sort of entertaining because I like heavyweight matches. And I knew that Anthony Joshua's bitch ass was in the crowd, so in this, like, I knew that the post fight was gonna garner some interest or merit some interest from me. Anthony Joshua is a fucking steady bitch. Like, I can't say it enough. He if you guys didn't watch the post fight, he fucking he stood like on the outside rope. Eddie Hearn had like security guards like inside the ring. Like, I think I don't know what if that's like a matchroom policy now, or it's probably something that's enacted for Anthony Joshua. Who knows? That shit is whack. Like, the way he was talking was like so synthetic. It was like fucking saying that he was gonna give Dillian White a matchup if Deontay Wilder didn't come through. Yeah, okay. And he asked the crowd. Oh no, he didn't even ask the crowd. He's like, "Oh, so don't boo me, guys, if you if I do make a match with Deontay Wilder." Like, who says shit like this, man? Like, I don't even know how that's digestible. Like, I know like some people who actually watch boxing, man. Like, these are all like new phenomenon that are happening. And I want to get I want to make a video about that stuff later on, because it seems like I get a lot of like traction like when I make videos that are disparaging towards Anthony Jesus. What other fight did I watch yesterday? I think that was it. Like fucking and again too, man, if you're expecting boxing, I subscribe to a lot of boxing purist channels, 100%. Scrapbook, Blood, who's retro boxing. I mean, those are like channels like that. Those dudes probably been watching boxing like when I was a thought in my dad's eyes, but or a fucking squiggler in my dad's like fucking buttholes. But you know, I'm not like a boxing purist at that level, bro. Like, I mean, there's tons of people that know more than me. I'm not gonna watch every fight. I don't even want to have cable anymore. And it has zero to do with boxing. It has to do with savings. Fucking if that's the case too, I mean, like, if I was that much of a purist, I'd have to buy the zone in theory. And I'm not gonna say that I don't like watch every fight because of the zone. It's been that way for a little while. I'm not gonna watch every single fight. A lot of the fights that I used to get for free, like Friday night fights, were great. They suck now. So being that a lot of these things are like so spread out and diluted, I mean, there's no need for me to watch every fight. So I'm not gonna do it no more. Nothing. And honestly, my tenure of watching like fucking every fight was very short at that. Like fucking, cause coming up I didn't have cable. Like the fights that I would get to watch was if I happened to be in one of my friends' house that had cable. I didn't have a fucking house phone like till I was like fucking 15. I definitely didn't have cable, so I wasn't able to watch many fights coming up. So it's not hard for me not to. God damn, bro, this fucking music. Yeah, it's not hard for me not to watch every single matchup. Can't hold me against it. You can't hold me against it though. A lot of people watch highlights that make videos. A lot of people that make videos watch highlights. All right, so I'm gonna cut it off now because my wife gotta call me. I hope you guys check for me. Yo, Lowe's, man, like if you want at about maybe 11 to 12 a.m. New York time. Right now it's 6:49 a.m. Let's try to link up. Let's make it happen, Captain. There's a couple of questions I wanted to ask you regarding the UK, like what fights you get free and stuff like that. Just get your perspective anyway. But and because I like you, friend. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do another go live later on today. I gotta go to this fucking house that I'm gonna buy and clean up the yard for inspection. But hope you guys check. Shout out to shout out to Lowe's Dawkins. Yeah, I know, man. It's just terrible, bro. It's fucking satanic music. But yeah, yo, Lowe's, man. Let's try to get together later, bro. Like fucking let's do a live together if you're up to it. But oh yeah, and what the thing that I was telling you where I got sick yesterday, it was during that live that I was listening to while you were listening to with Michael Johnson. I got sick as fuck, bro. Not sick, but I got like an allergic reaction from Patron. Which I don't even know why I was drinking like Patron, like acting like it's like fucking like a chill drink like that. And I don't drink like that either. But yeah, later on at 11, so that'll be like 4 hours from now. I'm gonna email you, like, see if you're up to it. No, I wanted you to get on too. I'll hit you up later though, regardless. Though I got your email, so I'm gonna email you and see if we can link up either later on or another day entirely if you want to do something. All right, bro. So shout out to the whole entire boxing community. Shout out to the new media. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to the United States. Hopefully I go on later. I gotta take a piss now, so peace. And shout out to Lowe's Dawkins. Make sure you subscribe. How the fuck I stopped this?